What's up, guys? Welcome to RepTalk. Thanks for being here. I love you. What's up, guys? Welcome to RepTalk. Thanks for being here. I love you. Appreciate you. Let's freaking just get into it. How are you doing? I don't know. You can ask me how I'm doing, and I would tell you, I'm alright. I accidentally drank turtle water the other day. Just changing out my 20-gallon soft shell Florida soft shells. And I just kind of let them shit it up because I was going to put a bunch of bacteria and plants in there. So I changed the water. Unfortunately, I left my python pump at my friend's house where I clean her turtle tank. So I didn't have it. I just grabbed a hose and I did the thing where you suck one end. And I've never done it before. I've only used the python pump. So I didn't realize how fast the water was just going to show up on the other side of the hose. And it was just really immediately down my throat. I freaked out. I tried to puke, but it was like first thing in the morning, so I had nothing to throw up. What else? I shipped a Pictus Gecko out yesterday, and I got confirmation of a safe arrival this morning, which was pretty nice. I'll show you a picture of me shipping it out, and then it being in the new setup, whatever. His new name's Mort, for those of you that don't know, which is all of you. And I love him. Pretty soon we're going to have a better setup here because these episodes are still being kind of worked out. Started this podcast like super long ago, unofficially. And then it was very different until very recently. Things are changing. So you can expect maybe some different type of videos coming out on this channel. And I've reconsidered why do we do the show? Why do I do the show every week? And it's sort of because I feel like I've got some good years of experience under my belt. I like to share with you guys everything I've learned up to this point. I want to continue to do these episodes so that you guys are up to date on what's happening, keep you inspired to take better care of your animals and stay interested in the hobby because it's very fascinating. Thanks for being here. We'll keep putting these episodes out and they'll keep getting better. It's just the beginning and you guys are the best. I love you guys the most, more than someone else. So without freaking further ado, whatever that means.
It's RepTalk. It's RepTalk. The podcast.
Been going to school. Most of you know. If you saw some of the other episodes at the beginning, I talk about what I'm doing. Usually talk about how I've been going to school. Learning about frogs. And they're very interesting. I know about glass frogs and the Uthagas that like basically eat eggs. They're very different. Frogs are just so weird. So weird. The only thing had me very confused learning about frogs. Because like they don't seem very difficult. Like frogs are pretty simple creatures when you think about it. When you don't know better, I should say. So what had me interested in frogs in the first place is like there's so much diversity in everything they do when it comes to breathing, when it comes to reproduction, when it comes to laying eggs, when it comes to the amount of eggs they lay, when it comes to fertilizing eggs, when it comes to incubating eggs, when it comes to eggs, when it comes to eggs, when it comes to eating, when it comes to eating eggs, when it comes to eggs eating. Everything's different, dude. Everything with frogs is weird. And there's not one path you can go down. I have to learn all this shit in order to breed these different species of frogs. Like, what do frogs even have in common? They're so weird. So think about it with me. What do frogs have in common? And I don't want to hear anybody say, well, most frogs, or with the exception of this frog. None of that. We have to stick to the facts. And what I know is frogs have 2 eyes. They have a nose. They have a mouth. They have 4 legs. They have cells. They have bones that are all pretty similar. They live and they reproduce and they die and they like water. And that is basically all I can think of when it comes to frogs. If you have anything that is like across the board for Anuras, tell me. Dude, they've evolved in every sort of which way to fill every niche, nook, and cranny ever. There's more than 4,500 species of frogs just discovered. 6 little tiny, what are they freaking called? Paedophrine frogs, which are the smallest invertebrates in the world, which is like such a incredible feat for a frog to be the smallest invertebrate in the world. And what else would you expect? A frog, dude. Frogs are so crazy. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Different crazy frogs. And Caitlyn is going to join me. Caitlyn is my girlfriend. We've been girlfriends for about 6 years or something. Pretty sweet. If you guys don't know Caitlyn, it sucks for you. She's the best. She does editing for RCAC, which is a major company that is very helpful to a lot of people that need help. Overall, just a great person. She loves her cat. She loves me. We have a frog together. His name is DeBenjamin. I wouldn't be able to do all this stuff without Caitlyn. Caitlyn helps me a lot of times with editing the shows and scripting out what I want to say beforehand. Big shout out to Caitlyn. Before we do the interview with Caitlyn, though, you guys know I have to do the Central Valley Reptile Show ad, which is only freaking like, I don't know, not too far away, like less than 2 months or something now. So June 4th and 5th, Fresno Fairgrounds, Central Valley Reptile Expo, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Tickets are like $12 online right now if you get them right now. I'm going to be there. Everybody that's cool is going to be there. If you're going to be there, make sure you comment in the comments because I want to know. And I'll shout you out next episode if you're going to be there. The best place to get animals, the best place to get supplies, the best place to learn about animals, talk to people, meet your friends, meet the vendors, meet people that are breeding the animals that you want to work with, and dude, even find a job. When I first started getting into reptiles and started taking it seriously, I wanted to look for like a professional setting where I can learn more about the genetics and everything. I went to a reptile show, and that's where I found my old boss, who ended up hiring me and taught me basically a lot of the shit that I know about breeding geckos and the genetics specifically. So here's me and Caitlyn rating the frogs. So you were about to buy AirPod Maxes and I stopped you?
Yes.
For to rate frogs with me?
I was like 2 clicks away. Kind of like nasty and creamy looking, but also kind of cute. It's a little cute. Just like a little chunky green.
No.
Secreting milky substances. Who can relate?
Hi, sorry.
I was just Oh, you can't hear me?
You said what?
I was just rambling.
Okay. Was it good rambling?
Just talking about the frog.
Okay, well, honestly, I think we should just restart because I feel like it was just bad.
No.
So, no, I'll keep you rambling in, but now we'll just restart. It's gonna be. I had to handle some stuff, so now we're back.
You could have just cut it, but okay.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just a person.
Anyways.
So, what did you think about the glass frog?
I already said this, but are we starting like from the beginning?
I
Like
mean, it was just one frog.
Like, no, like where you have to introduce the whole segment again, or no?
Fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, Caitlyn, we are reviewing frogs or putting them on a tier list. So, the weirdest frogs. I sent Caitlyn a picture of all the frogs. And she's not happy with me right now because I made her restart the segment after we did a frog. Anyway, we explained to you guys that I sent Caitlyn a picture of the frogs. And the reason of the glass frog is at the very end because we just restarted. So we're going to start with the glass frog and talk about why I included it in the list of weird frogs, and then put it where we think that it belongs on the list of ranking frog tier list. So what do you think, Caitlyn? What do you think about the glass frog? Since we already looked at it.
Just a disclaimer, I'm not a frog professional in any way.
But you do have a frog.
I have a frog, but it stays at your house and you take care of it and feed it and house it and water it. But I named it.
I'm looking at him right now.
I love
What's
it.
his name?
His name is Benjamin.
And why'd you give him that?
Benjamin. I don't really want to get into all of that, but that's just his name.
Okay. You could follow him on Instagram, right?
Yeah, well, I guess it's Benjamin the Frog.
But are you gonna post on there ever again?
Maybe. I'll follow and find out. And maybe Benjamin the Frog will follow you back.
There you go. So where did we put the monkey frog? What do you want to agree on?
Monkey frog?
Or not the glass frog? Okay,
the glass frog. Well, I told you to put it in the middle, and you said no, so we put it in almost acceptable.
Well, but I think my reasoning is like it's not like super out of the ordinary. It has like this one feature that's kind of strange. Well,
to me, it's not in the ordinary because you could like see its beating heart and its intestines. And like, I can't go find a cat where I could see its beating heart or like, you know.
Okay, fine. I agree with you. We'll put it in just plain weird.
I like this do-over already.
You said what?
I said I like this do-over already.
There we go. So the waxy monkey frog, I sent you a picture of. Are you looking at it?
Mm-hmm.
First thoughts.
I said like, I don't know. It's like kind of cute, but it's like kind of ugly. It's like you can explain what it is. And then
he takes his legs and he wipes the secretion all over his body.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of protects him from the sun. It holds in his hydration. So reptiles lose water from when the sun beats down on them and they just lose water. These ones, they have the waxy substance, so it keeps most of the water, and they only lose 5 to 10% of what other reptiles do, or amphibians. And it's also the substance is 40 times stronger than morphine. It's an opioid. That's why I included it. It's just weird seeing him rub his little legs all over his body.
I'm not gonna lie, when I want to rate these things, I just want to rate them on if they're cute or ugly. That is my first instinct. I don't even care what it does. And I'm looking at
so what do you think?
And at first I was like, that's pretty gross. It looks, I don't know.
This is one of the cuter ones on the list, in my opinion.
I know, wait. But then I was looking at it some more and I was like, it's kind of cute. It's just a little guy. You know, he's a little chunky. He just secretes some white substance, but don't we all? You know, he's just one of the guys. He's
just one of the guys.
I would say good. He's pretty regular. Well, but then you factor in all that crazy stuff, and then I don't know. Maybe he's almost acceptable.
Dude, some frogs are just weird. That's what made me want to put this together. Is I can't even find the things that frogs have in common. I made a list, and it's they all have bones and they all have cells. It's there's really not a lot. So I agree. I think it's a pretty regular frog. You want to put in there?
Yeah.
All right.
If I saw him in the pet shop, I'd be like, that's a cute frog. You should get it.
Yeah, I see that, and they're pretty common too. The first two, I decided there's a couple in here that I was I don't know if I'll include these frogs because I know about them so much and I've seen them in real life, so they're not that weird to me anymore. But there are some weird frogs here I haven't seen before. So next, we've got this little angry man. That is a black rain frog.
Okay.
Well, first thoughts.
I kind of like this one too. He's just like a little round frog. I don't know.
There we go.
He looks a little upset. Like, he's like upset, but in a cute, endearing way.
I agree. I do. I mean, they're pretty cute. I was picking between the desert rain frog and the black rain frog, and this one just looks a little bit more angry. So the thing about them is they're just weird. They just look funny. They're just round as shit, and they blow their bodies up. Nothing too weird other than the look on their face.
Okay. He's fine. Like, I'm rocking with him. He's pretty regular.
Do you want to put them pretty regular?
Yeah, he's just round. Right. That's it. Like,
I mean, he's got that look on his face. It's not a frog look, in my opinion. I think he looks more like a person than a frog.
He's just another one of the bros. He's
okay.
He's regular.
Should we just change this here to bros? The bros.
If you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The frogs I would hang out with, the bros.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, just leave it. I know it's for the bros.
So everybody, you're watching this, you know that the bottom line is changed now. It's called the bro frogs. Frogs are the bros or something like that.
It's one of the guys.
Yep. So frog number 4.
Dude, I already know what this one is. I hate this one.
What is it?
It's the hairy frog that you showed me the other day. It's freaking.
There it is. So, what do you not like about it?
Like, what does it need hair for? I don't understand.
The hair is just like expand. It's like skin cells that are just like elongated. You know, it's like hair, but it's just skin. It helps them maybe breathe.
That's kind of worse. Like, then it should just be hair if it's going to look like that.
I think this one actually is like a sculpture or something. It looks so weird, this picture I'm looking at.
I hate this picture, dude.
Like the elbow, dude, that does not look like a frog's like armpit.
Like, this is not a frog. It's got like liver spots. It's got like sideburns. It's
okay. Just Google hairy frog. All right, guys, stay up with us. Google hairy frog. Yeah, and then what do you think? There are any better ones?
No, dude, it's all the same thing. And it's
okay.
Ugly.
So something else really weird about the hairy frog is that he will break the bones and the tips of his fingers because he has a tiny bone at the tip and a longer bone right here, and then a muscle that holds on kind of to this longer bone. So the muscle will pull the longer bone down and then break the tip of his bone off, and it will eject itself from the surface of his skin. So now he has claws.
Does he not like feel pain?
I'm not sure about how his neurological system works or whatever. Not like the one that makes you feel stuff, but I imagine it's like, not comfortable, you know.
Just poor evolution. Definitely. Like, you have to literally break your freaking fingers to do what you need to do. That's just stupid. And you're ugly. And you got hair.
I think he's still a cool frog. I wouldn't have put any frog. I love every frog. Disclaimer: every frog is perfect in its own way, and it is just evolutionary genius.
Why does it exist?
Why does it exist already?
Put it up there. I hate this frog, dude. Unless you want to put it in Freak of Nature, I guess that's fine. It just doesn't. I don't know. I don't like it. It doesn't.
Right, what do you think? What do you think?
My spirit.
Freak of Nature, or why does it exist? It's up to you.
It's up to me.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it exist? Put it up there.
There you go. That's hairy frog. First one. All right. So on to frog number 5. We have got the purple frog.
That is not a frog. Ew.
What is it?
Freak of nature. I don't
I
know.
like his little fish eyes.
He looks like like the Eggman. I don't know what his name is. Is he just Eggman? That's like the kind of face he has.
I think so. So this frog is it lives like 6 feet underground, and it comes out like it kind of does look like Eggman. I couldn't picture it until just now. It lives underground for like most of the year, and then it only comes out for like 2 or 3 weeks. And during the weeks that it's out of the ground, the males will call and the females will come and pick the males up on their backs and give them a piggyback to wherever they laid their eggs at, so the males can fertilize them.
Kind of romantic, kind of cute. Cut that out. I don't like this frog is definitely not a bro because I don't even view this as a frog. This is
well,
real.
I heard that some people say that if you see one, then consider yourself lucky because they don't come out of the ground very often. Pretty rare frog.
Okay. He's like voluptuous. Like
yeah, we'll put the pictures on the screen too.
He's got like body. But his eyes,
they're kind of cute, dude. Just like with the waxy monkey frog, just give it a second. Just look at him for a minute and try and give it a different perspective. Kind of cute.
No, he's not cute. He has Eggman nose and these weird fish eyes.
All right.
Where
does he go?
Of nature. Put him there.
There he is. Okay, so next one. I decided this one looks kind of similar, so I almost wasn't going to include it.
This one's different,
but it's a little bit like more intense.
This one's like cute.
I actually want to show you another picture of this one.
Actually, I don't know if it's cute. It's better. It's better than the last one.
It's better?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Like, I look at that face and I trust it a little bit more. Like, this has frog energy. Like, I look at that. That's a frog. I believe it. I did not.
Okay.
Oh,
I just sent you a new picture. Do you see that one? Do you still think what you said is?
Why does he have like a, I don't know, like a chin, like a goatee, like a?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know too much about this one.
These two different pictures are pulling me in different directions. I don't know what to say anymore.
So, okay, what if you just saw the first frog?
Oh God, dude, I saw the next frog. I almost like threw up a little bit.
No, don't. Well, we have to do a trigger warning for that one.
The first picture was like, God, I don't know anymore. I like the colors. I think the colors are cute. Does this one do weird stuff? Did you say?
I mean, he's pretty similar to the other frog that we just talked about. He hangs out underground most of the time, and then they're in Texas and Mexico. I don't really know too much about these.
What's this?
I know they like water. It's a Mexican burrowing toad. So they'll fly. They'll go up to the top of the water and just kind of hang out there. Males will puff up and croak, wait for the females to come around. And then they go in the burrow. Both of them go down in the burrow, and then little baby eggs or baby tadpoles come out sometime.
Okay. I don't know. Where do you want to put this one?
It's all, I mean...
Not a bro, so don't put him down there.
I think it's weird. It's not like it's not too weird. I think it's almost acceptable.
Almost acceptable or just plain weird?
What do you think?
On this picture alone, it's almost acceptable. But then if I think about that second picture, then it's not almost acceptable and it's just plain weird. So I don't know.
All right.
You choose. Do what you have to do. Okay.
I think if we didn't see the second picture, it would be more almost acceptable. Am I right? It would be almost acceptable.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. There we go. So this next one is one of my favorites.
I don't even want to look at this one, dude.
You got to.
What is wrong with it? Is that the mouth?
No, what you're saying, that's just like his vocal sac. And then right below the little, you know how frogs, they croak?
Yeah. It's like
So they get
saggy
that.
then.
It might just be his body or something. But his mouth is
thought
right
that was
below
his
his
mouth,
little
like, wide
nostrils.
open.
I wish I could see that.
Like, imagine like this is like the, oh gosh. I can't show you.
So this is the turtle frog?
Please. Whatever. I can't show you. You just have to look at it.
It's gonna be on the screen.
I know,
so
but I wanted to show you
it.
what I'm seeing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you'd understand how I see like a mouth just like wide open.
Yeah, I mean, I can try to see it, but it still doesn't show me too much. It would look crazy. This is a turtle frog. I don't know if I said that.
I don't know if you did either.
So the turtle frog, he just has a little turtle head, and he's got these big buff fucking arms. And I feel like I don't really have to say much more than that. Look at him. He's a fucking crazy person. Even like if every turtle frog looks even more crazy. I didn't know these existed until a few days ago.
I don't like turtles. I don't like the head of this frog. I don't like its little, whatever you called it, its little sack. I don't enjoy this frog.
Okay, I sent you another picture.
But I like its like little golden forearms. I think that's kind of like a statement. Ew, what is that? The same thing?
Mm-hmm.
That looks different. Ew, that looks like something. I don't like it.
My first thought is it looks like a tongue.
Yeah, a tongue. I don't.
So where are we putting this one?
Ew, it looks like a mole rat, like pancaked. I hate that frog, so it's got to go in one of the top two.
Where are you putting it?
Why does it exist?
Dude. Okay, so the next one is pretty cool too. There's two pictures of this frog.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it's the same frog or the same species. I don't know if it's the same individual frog, but this species of frog can change the texture of its skin to match its surroundings.
Okay.
So it can go from like spiky to like wavy, like smooth frog, like a regular frog.
Mm-hmm.
So what you see on the left is the spiky frog, and what you see on the right is the smoother version of the same frog. This is the shape-shifting frog.
I like this frog. This frog is epic. Stamp approval from me. I like this spiky picture. I think that's cool.
Right?
Yeah, like
so it takes only like
autumn leaf energy.
It takes only like 2 minutes for them to transform smooth to rough or rough to smooth.
2 minutes, that's talent.
Kind of, yeah.
I like it. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this frog. It looks like pretty normal.
Where are we putting this one?
He's a bro. I mean.
Okay. Oh, and the bro frogs?
Yeah.
Frog bros?
Yeah.
Pretty regular for a bro. Okay. And then the next one. This is a fanged frog.
Okay.
So the fang frog, there's some more information here I'm leaving out that I forgot to tell you about. Shapeshifter is Pristimantis genus, if anybody wants to find out. And then this one is Limnonectes genus. It has the spiky fangs.
Mhm.
And then also, this genus includes like 25 different species, and one of the species, the freaking eggs are fertilized internally, and she just gives birth to live freaking tadpoles. That's crazy. Dude, frogs are so crazy. Live birth and a freaking frog, that's wild.
Yeah.
And then they still have to go through these tadpole metamorphosis stages. And why even skip? Why it just doesn't? A lot of this shit does not make sense. I feel like frogs are just so weird. Why couldn't they all just have like the same advancements? It's weird. I don't get it. So why does he have fangs too? I think it's so he can fight.
It has nothing to
Fight
do
other
with
frogs
diet.
with fangs. Huh?
Nothing to do with diet.
Not from what I was seeing. Just they fight with them.
It's kind of stupid. It's like just 2 teeth, and they're like not even sharp, to be honest.
Also, like some frogs, they skip the tadpole stage, and they just come out of the egg as frogs. And then like, so why are they still tadpoles if they're doing internal? I don't know. I just don't get it. I think it's weird. I think this is a weird frog.
Oh, you think it's just plain weird?
It could be even more than that.
You think it's a freak of nature? It's not even.
What the fuck? Name another frog that gives live birth or has fangs.
I said I'm not a frog professional. I can't even like name another frog, period. So.
Benjamin.
I think this frog is like, I don't know. It's just weird. I think it's, I don't know. What kind of fights are you getting in where you just need 2 teeth? Like, I feel like it's not that great. Like, if you're going to have teeth, you might as well have like teeth and have like at least a handful. But you have 2 and that's it. And you're going to win the fight with 2 teeth. You're going to.
So you don't think it's more weird than the glass frog?
No, because I don't know. It's like, it's fine. If you want to move it up, that's on you. It's your podcast. I
believe you.
Just hanging out.
So the next one, this is the Indian bullfrog. And so this guy, he's like brown and black all year until breeding season. He changes colors. He turns like lime yellow, lime greenish, and he gets these dark blue bulgy vocal sacs or whatever. And then that only lasts for the breeding season. But people also eat them. They're like the number one frog to eat.
Frog legs go crazy. I mean, what can I say?
Is he one of the bros in?
Wait, what? Is he?
So you're going to call him one of the bros?
Honestly, yeah. He looks like he has headphones
really
around his neck. Like, he looks exactly how I'm going to look after I buy these AirPod Maxes after I hang up this call. So.
That's actually hilarious.
It's cute. Again, another fashion statement, and I like the color.
I do like it too.
And, I mean, really can't complain. He's yellow and blue. Like,
I think that he's decently big.
Wait, do most frogs have 2 or just the 1? Or some have 2?
Don't ask me that question. Don't ask me questions I don't know. I think that for the most part, they have 1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't answer any questions about frogs. Frogs, they're so diverse. Okay. All of them have 4 legs and 2 eyes. And that's all I can think of.
I'll do a little Google search after, like, what's the advantage of having 2? Like, are you louder? Are you just, like, more handsome to the girl frogs? I don't.
All right, find out right now and tell me.
No.
Okay, so you're gonna find out later?
Sure, yeah.
Then will you include me in your research so we can tell people?
Let me just see if I could find it with a quick search, and if I can't, then I'll look it later.
All right, so are we putting this one as one of the bros?
Yeah.
All right. So we got a lot of bros.
A lot of bros. I'm surprised. I thought there was going to be like one bro. I don't even know if this is called.
I'll try this again. Get some weirder frogs out here. I think I at least have one more. Why does it exist frog?
I don't know, dude. It's too much. It's too much. I'll look later. All right, next frog.
Okay, so the next one, we are looking at his butt.
Oh, I was like, what is that? It's like squished together.
Yeah, so this is the back of the frog.
I know what this is. I know what this is. I know what this is. He's like, never let them know your next move. You don't know if I'm looking at you or if I'm not looking at you.
That's pretty much it.
I already know. Okay.
Do you want to guess what we call it too? Guess what his name is?
No.
It's a Kuyaba dwarf frog.
How would I guess that?
I mean, you seem like you just knew a lot about it. So.
Well, whatever.
Or maybe you just want to give it a name.
If I thought it was going to be something like I could guess, like four-eyed frog or something. Two-headed frog.
I mean, that's a good one. I would believe it. I wouldn't argue.
Okay.
So, what do you think about him?
It's kind of intimidating me.
Kind of intimidating.
It's not a bro. Not quite. I mean, he's not doing anything wrong.
Honestly, I don't think any of the frogs have done anything wrong.
I would disagree. But
which one's doing something wrong? They're not committing crimes right here.
Look at the list. Look at the top. They're doing something wrong. This frog, I think it's like almost acceptable.
I would agree.
I don't know. Your dogs are going berserk. Okay, carry on.
I'm gonna go kill him.
No, stop.
No, you don't want to kill him?
No.
All right, so the next one. When I did, so frogs fall under the classification Enura. I'm like so confused, fascinated by all the different like strategies and diverse things that frogs do. So what the hell do frogs even have in common? So I was looking at like common characteristics of Enura species.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the first one said they're tailless, except for this one frog. I'm like, dude, that's there was no sentence that didn't have like most frogs or like probably or like with the exception of. There's a frog that does literally everything between. This one has a friggin' tail. It's a tail frog from the freaking, what do I know about frogs? It's in my notes. Ascaphus genus. It's kind of a silly name for a frog that's got a tail.
Okay.
So it's not actually a tail though either. I mean, it kind of is, but the frog that you're looking at in the picture, that's a male. You could tell by the tail.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, his little reproductive organ.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
So, first thing I'm noticing is that if you zoom in, there's actually a piece of hair on the frog.
I see that. I'm not sure how that's going to show up in the video, but I definitely do see it.
I've been looking at this the whole time. I don't know.
So, do you think the frog had the hair on it already, or do you think the person picking it up had the
person picking it up definitely just like dropped a hair on it?
Dude, shame on that person. Come on.
That's good. That's good. I don't know. It's just got like its thing out. That's fine. I don't know. I feel like that's normal for animals. Should he put some pants on? Maybe. Am I going to tell him to? No, I'm going to mind my business.
So is he not doing anything wrong?
He's not a bro. So I don't know. I feel like that's a little wrong. Maybe he could just be almost acceptable.
Okay.
Also, that piece of hair on him. I don't like it.
If it was off, would he be a bro?
No. Mm-mm.
Would he have a better chance?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Next freaking frog on the list. All right. So this is a Darwin frog.
Okay.
I'm not sure what we're looking at here, but the females, when they reproduce, they'll lay their eggs in a little spot, and the males will go and swallow them. And he'll hold them in his throat for 6 weeks until they turn into tadpoles.
Okay.
And at that point, he'll spit the tadpoles out and then carry them on his back. He'll like spit them out and then go put them on his back, and he'll wander around in the jungle for like days on end until he finds enough ponds to disperse all of his tadpoles in. And he has to find ponds that are like deep enough that they're not going to dry out, have like a source of food, and like aren't going to be predated upon right away. So it's like pretty OG dad frog.
Yeah, he's real for that, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Like,
so like
tell him what to do. He just does it.
Sometimes when you see the frogs, like you'll see like their little chesty chin moving around. Mm-hmm. So they have tadpoles all in there, little frogs in there. Mm. And then he just spits them up. He swallows them and spits them up.
That's kind of crazy. So he swallows them?
He swallows the eggs, and he
like they go into his stomach, he swallows them?
He puts them in his mouth, and he holds them in his vocal sac for 6 weeks, or a little longer or shorter. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure what that feels like, or how deep past your like esophagus it would have to go. But I do imagine it's like not just chilling like in his mouth, you know.
Any reason for the pointed nose, or do we know?
I think it's just kind of like a leafy look.
You think, okay, I'm getting the leaf in the legs, the arms. I don't know what they call arms, legs in a frog.
And then he's got kind of like a pointy thigh. A knee, backwards knee.
Yeah. The legs. I don't know.
What do you think about him?
Honestly, he's real. Like, I don't know what the females be doing, to be honest, but shouts out the dads. But because he's like so extra and he just goes around to all these ponds, I think that makes him like a little bit of a freak of nature, but like not in a bad way. But it's just like, this is not normal, you know?
Yeah. Well, you'll find him like forest floor, just like running, looking for ponds.
Like that's just
with little tadpoles on his back.
That paternal instinct is just like, it's doing the most. I respect it, but
the glass frogs, or a lot of these frogs, also have like similar parental instincts, especially the glass frogs still up there, like kicking freaking wasps away and shit.
You didn't say all of that.
Well, that's what they do. You want to move them up? Sometimes, so the glass frogs, they hang on the bottom of the leaf next to the clutch of eggs. And what was that? Oh, okay. So I got a little thing for raising my hand. The glass frogs, they hang on the bottom of the leaf, mm-hmm. and they'll call other females, and other females will come over, and the males will mate with them, and the females will lay their eggs on the bottom of the leaf next to the male, and he will stay there and protect the clutches of eggs. Like, I could send you a video where they're like fighting off all the insects that come over, and he'll do his best to make sure the eggs are taken care of and not like drying out or dying or anything.
Hmm.
Okay. It's pretty good dad too. I would say the Darwin frog's maybe a little bit more devoted, but
now I'm
glass frog's
feeling
a little
like we need to do some rearranging.
okay.
I don't know, dude, because I don't want to put this thing next to that thing in the freak of nature category. So I feel like that thing needs to move up.
What?
I don't know what it's called.
The tooth guy?
No, that
the
the oldest one in the freak of nature.
You need to move him up?
Move him up.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then freak of nature is like no longer a bad thing. So now put the Darwin frog in the freak of nature and put the glass frog in the freak of nature.
This is just the good dad category now.
Not a bad thing.
So we've got why did this exist? Best dads.
No, not best dads. Just freak of nature, but no negative connotation.
Just plain weird.
Mm-hmm.
Almost acceptable.
Yeah.
And the bros.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to send you another picture for this next one. I want you to see this one and the one I sent you already. So I wanted to give you a picture of what the marsupial pouch will look like when it's not full and when it is full. Are you looking at the first picture or the second one?
The first one.
So it's got all these bumps on its back, right?
The first one, I need you to put a picture up of this when you post it. It looks just like a bubble waffle, like that I would get at Happy Lemon. So put the picture of the frog and put a picture of a bubble waffle.
Okay. Can you send me that? I don't know what that is.
Okay.
And then, so now look at the second picture.
One sec. I'm sending you a picture of a bubble waffle. Bubble waffle.
How do you like the frog?
I like that one. It's cute. I like the little.
Do you think it looks
I like the
little tasty?
Bubble waffle. It's cute.
And then you see the second picture I sent?
Yeah, that one I just want to put my finger like.
I do not. I'm terrified of what that is.
This one, like, it's perfectly would fit my finger. You can see
it really just looks kind of
my finger. It's perfectly right there.
So they reproduce, and the male will use his toes to put the eggs inside the marsupial pouch, where they stay for until they like hatch or something. Pretty interesting. What do you think?
Well, this one's not on the list, but I don't know. It's fine. Like I said, I just want to stick my finger in the back. But it's cool.
Where are we putting it?
What do you think? I'll let you pick.
I mean, so freak of nature isn't a bad thing anymore?
Yeah.
Probably up there.
You think?
What do you think? Almost acceptable or something?
Bumps?
Is it a bro?
I don't know. Maybe.
What are you thinking?
Put him in the freak of nature.
Oh, you like him because he's a waffle, right? A bubble waffle?
Well, yeah. I mean, I just think he's like, just cute.
I think it's a girl actually, so we'll refer to her as she.
Is she?
Do you want to put her? Is she a bro?
You can put her in freak of nature.
Well, I want to know what you think too. We can come to a conclusion.
No, she's not a bro.
Not a bro.
But I like her. I respect her.
So good parent category.
Sure.
So the next one of my favorites also. Trigger warning for trypophobia.
I don't know.
And you've seen this one, right? Show this one to you a few times.
I don't like
this
it.
This is Pippa toad. Toad. Or a Suriname toad. Freaking idiot. Jesus Christ. So what you see here is, I'm pretty sure, like a dead frog, but it's reproduction. The female lays the eggs and the male will scoop them up and lay them on her back. And then he fertilizes them. And the layer of fertilization will kind of help them stay in place. And the female will grow a layer of skin over the eggs and kind of grow her skin around the eggs on her back. And so the result is like a very porous frog. It has a huge, like a lot of holes in her back where all these little toadlets are going to just kind of swimming right out. They don't have a tadpole metamorph stage or anything. They just turn from egg to frog in mom's back and then swim right out. What do you think, Caitlyn?
I think, I don't know, like that just seems so unnecessarily difficult. Like that sounds like the worst possible way to give birth is to have like several dozen little baby frogs crawl out of your freaking back, dude. That's like a devolved species. That is.
I think like what I do like about it though is that they're just so cute when they come out. They're just like mini versions of mom, you know? And then it's so weird. It's so weird.
No. And to begin with, this frog is ugly. I'll say it. I'm looking at other pictures so I could really get a, you know.
You don't like it?
No, I just feel like there's no reason. There's just no reason.
So where are we putting in?
You're not going to like this. But genuinely, like, why does it exist? Why are you having babies like this? Why are you living like this? Why? How did this creature get here? Why?
So are you happy with how it's turned out?
Yeah.
Do you want to move anybody around last minute?
No.
No.
All the uglies are together. All the cuties are together.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's good. Yeah.
All right, disclaimer, all the frogs are cute. I love all the frogs. I think they all belong in the world, and they're all equally beautiful. So
Equally
some of the...
beautiful.
What?
That's a lie. The Benjamin is the cutest frog of all frogs. And
we'll put a picture of him here too. We'll do some honorable mentions right now. What do you think?
Okay.
So Benjamin, number one, he's a weird frog.
No.
He's not. He's a normal frog. I like these purple harlequin toads.
Okay.
Like they're pretty weird. Poisonous. What the fuck are these called? Let me find out. The little tiny frogs. They just discovered, I can't even tell the story if I don't know what it is. Paedophryne is the genus for the small frogs. And that includes probably a lot more species than we don't even know. But 6 new species were just discovered like last week, and they are the smallest invertebrates in the world. Little tiny frogs. So here's a picture. I'll show you. Where is it? He's on a dime.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to Google Goliath frog with me?
Yo, dude, that's gonna be huge.
So we just went from the smallest frog to the biggest frog.
Ugh.
What do you think?
Too big.
Too too
No
big.
frog should be that big. Got to cap it off somewhere. That is way above the maximum frog size.
What do you think about the freaking Dixie Valley toads that are going to be killed by the people that just want to build power plants there? Caitlyn.
No comment. I don't know anything about this.
Okay, and then why did the frog take the bus?
I already know this one. Because his car got towed.
There you go. What did the frog order from McDonald's?
What?
French flies, and a Diet Coke. Knock.
Someone didn't do it for me.
Okay. What type of music does a sophisticated frog sing?
What?
Opera.
Okay. All right. That's okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Toad.
Toad who?
I already told you.
Okay, that one's good too.
Why shouldn't you pay your frog cash?
Why?
Because he'll rip it. It's a frog's favorite restaurant.
This is so awkward. Oh, I know that one. I'm gonna guess actually. IHOP?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's a frog's favorite shoes?
Favorite shoes? I don't know. Oh,
Open-toed sandals.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
What does a frog like to wear?
Open-toed
Best
sandals.
outfit.
I don't know.
Jumpsuit. Where did the frog go to the hospital?
Why?
He needed an operation.
How many more of these you got?
I was going to go until you hung up.
Oh, I think I'm done.
Why? What? Fuck. Why are frogs never angry?
Why?
Because they eat whatever bugs them. What do you get when you cross a bunny and a frog?
What?
A bunny ribbit. What's a frog's favorite candy?
What?
A lollipop. What did the frog do to the riverbank?
What?
He ribbed it.
Why should you never let a frog drive your car?
Shit. I don't know.
Because they have toad rage.
That was a very good one.
Thanks. Off the
You got any more? Wait, did you just really come up with that one?
It might be out there somewhere, but
No way. I was looking up frog jokes. I did not see that one. I was like, damn, I don't know the answer. Fuck, that was hella good.
no, it was not.
You got me.
Okay, no more, please. I think it's time for me to sign off.
What do window cleaning frogs say?
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to my opinions on frogs.
What's a frog's favorite year?
I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll be back one day. Maybe I won't. Who's to say? But shouts out to all you lovely people. And Trent's just going to sit here and tell himself jokes all night.
No, wait. Okay. Thanks for being here. I enjoyed having you on the show. Hopefully you'll come back on pretty soon.
Yeah, time will tell for sure.
Hey, guys, comment down below you want Caitlyn to be on the show. I'll just make it her show.
I'll just take over and
funny
we'll talk about
and she
whatever
knows
I
so much
want.
about the frogs. You still at?
I said I'll just take over and we'll talk about whatever I want.
We could do that. We could have an episode where you just talk about whatever.
No thanks. All right. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Dude, see? I told you guys it was going to be so good that you didn't want to miss it. Didn't you enjoy having Caitlyn on the show? Because I certainly did. So, thanks for being here. If you want to tell me a weird frog that we missed, go tell me in the not the comments. Go to the description for the video. There's a link for the Discord. Join the Discord. We're already talking about frogs there. Me and maybe somebody else are talking about frogs. So you can go there, join the conversation, tell me what frog I missed out on that you think is super weird that maybe I don't know about because I would have included it in this video if I did. Or just tell me if you think that we did pretty good and you liked the episode. You can just comment that one and like the video. I mean, it's not like less important. I still want to hear the feedback, and I do appreciate it probably even more than telling me about the frogs, but I want everybody to see it, That's how I feel. So go like the video, subscribe, stick around for a minute. Speaking of Discord and frogs, we're talking about frogs in the Discord. Reseals Reptiles asked why are fire-bellied toads not so popular anymore? And it's basically because back in the day they were very cheap because they were imported by the millions from China until the importation of wild-caught amphibians was banned because of chytrid outbreak. And chytrid is a fungus that will kill your amphibians like 99.999% of the time. So if that were to get into your collection or into like any sort of the conservation populations, it would be basically the end of the whole species for a lot of species and be very bad news. So they stopped importing them. People stopped keeping them because they were so cheap that it didn't really make sense to keep and breed these animals that were only like 50 cents a pop. It was only people that were super passionate about those frogs kept them, held on to them, and were breeding them. Today, you can't really get a lot of amphibians because the ban on importing amphibians is very strict, and only people that are like super high-end conservationists and zoologists are able to import these certain animals and breed them at their facilities and then release those offspring to certain other facilities. So someday it will trickle down to the reptile trade where we'll get in these animals. There's a few places that are doing this legally. A few, they're still doing it illegally a lot of other times. But that runs the risk of the chytrid virus infecting your collection, which is why nobody keeps them or is having them imported and everybody's breeding their amphibians. And that's why you basically don't see them around anymore, is because there's a lot of new different amphibians, like White's tree frog that's everywhere that I have, or glass frogs that are super popular. So I think that they sort of fell off, but with a little bit of inspiration and ambassadorship, they could be popularized again. I think a lot of people still like them. I've seen some albino morphs too, so I think they're cool. Reseals Reptiles also told me to go watch Killing It on Peacock, which was really good, and I couldn't stop watching it. I finished it. I would recommend everybody go watch it. It's about the Florida Everglades, dudes killing pythons for money. It's pretty fun. And my parents liked it a little bit more than me, but I liked the snake aspect of it, and it was fun. It's a little bit of boomer comedy, but if you like snakes, go freaking watch Killing It on Peacock. Yeah, 10 episodes in like 2 days, so go check those out. Otherwise, shout out to Julia and Brendan and my mom for getting the turtle frog right when I posted on my story. Alrighty, see you later. Have fun for a whole week.